I'm not saying you're a bad lad. I think you're a good lad. I don't think you're a bad lad. But what I'm trying to say is sometimes you come across as a wee prick.
I am a little prick.
Listen, we can all be pricks, mate, but that's how cunts have picked on you because of the way you've reacted and the way you obviously what you says. See, like, that story you told was kind of icing on your cake with John Beck. That's what kind of started that fucking feud with you and John Beck when you said that story. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, John Beck is, I nearly forgot about him. He's old news.
Listen, John Beck's sound, just let it be, man. The guy's brand new. John's alright, leave him. He's a good guy, he's Wayne. And seeing
this old news, boys.
I know, but seeing this day and age, mate, a father bringing up a child on himself, you've got to take your hat after that. Because not a lot of guys stand up. A lot of guys are shite bags and run away for fucking responsibilities like that, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I grew up with a single mother my whole life.
Yes, well, you know what I'm talking about then, so you know what it's like then. Exactly. You know what it's like.
I ain't seen my dad in about 20 years, bro. And if I ever do, we're gonna
just obviously John's got his morals in life. See, he's got certain morals he lives by, and maybe that story broke his moral code.
The guy's a nutcase. He's a nutcase.
Listen, mate, there's no doubt about it, man. He will come to you. He will. Do you know what I mean? He's not scared. He's proved. Listen, I'm not trying to fucking.
That's already been proven.
What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to put everything with you and John to bed till we're saying this, right? I'm not trying to cause you anything. I'm trying to put it to bed. So don't think I'm trying to.
It's put to bed. I forgot about it. It's over.
But what I'm meaning is I'm trying to make you feel.
I'll throw hands with him if he ever
no, see, that's what you don't say. You drop that subject. You don't throw hands with anybody.
Well, honestly, I'm not scared of him, bro.
Right, no,
honestly,
right, nobody's scared of, listen, mate, nobody's scared of anybody, right?
I'm not scared of anything.
Couldn't give a fuck who your dad or
I'm only scared of Cindy.
Listen, I couldn't give a fuck if your dad ran the fucking mafia. Do you know what I mean? I could not give two fucks who you are, right? That's my motto as well. But I'm just saying, as see that story, what you told, that was the story that was the icing on the cake with John. So that's maybe the morals that he lives by, like woman.
What story? What story you on about?
The man that you says that your pal done something to somebody and you threw bricks at them. That's when you and John fell out. So she like you're telling.
John Beck fell out with me way before that as well.
That was the icing on the cake. That was the icing on the cake for John. So what I'm trying to say is just that's maybe his moral compass and life. He's very protective.
Behave yourself, Jimmy, for fuck's sake.
Listen, bro. Even a junkie's got a moral compass. Even sorry, I'll not call him that word. Even a drug addict has got a moral compass, mate. Everybody's got a moral compass, mate. It's whether you
find it or not. 5 minutes for that comment. Sorry, Peggy.
You know, I've not even been reading the chat. I've not even been reading it, sorry.
You know I love you, Peggy, but you're bro, taking a piss.
Honestly, just try and calm it a wee bit. See like how we're head and all that. Listen, take that as a bit of banter. Don't take that. I'm trying to be timely here with you. Take that as a bit of fun, right? She wants to start.
I really don't get that.
Listen, but listen, you're on an app that people do that. You're on an app that people clip people. You're on an app that people post. Come on, think of the pressure that cunt Danny G's under.
Jimmy, imagine, clips.
No, listen, Jimmy. Imagine you.
Go on.
Right, on you go, mate. No, on you go.
Right, Jimmy, you clip for your own protection, right? You clip Big Bobby like, I don't know, threatening you and all that. This guy clips me talking about my Sunday dinners.
Do you know why?
Do
you know why?
Why?
Because you keep on bringing him up and saying he's a fucking creep. He's taking pictures out. Like, if you poke a fire, mate, what happens? You got hundreds of wee sparks.
I only even know about the head because of the clips he makes. I wouldn't bring him up if he never done it. Bro,
Because I'm
go
going to
and look
say
at his
is,
channel. Go and look at his channel.
if you go terrorise the way Danny G got terrorised, mate, you would be fucking in a loony bin. You would
What?
be bitching.
Hang on a minute. Whoa. I've been called a rapist, a fucking this and that and this.
Mate,
I've
Danny
been,
G's fucking full life's been terrorised. The cunt's been on holiday and cunts have phoned up the fucking holiday place telling
I've
them it's
been non-stop in Benidorm. I've been, they put my sister's name in the last week. So they're getting close now. Bro, I've had it all.
What I'm trying to say to you is just don't mention
For
them.
what?
Keep their names out
Keep
their
my
hang,
name
mate,
in
and
your
then
roof.
they'll go on to their next target.
Keep my name
Do you
in
know
your
what I mean?
fucking
Like,
roof.
I like to see. I'm glad my son.
Well, hang on.
Barry, I'm glad
Whoa.
my. No, wait a minute. I'd like to say something here. I'm glad my son Eric Bishkoff is made up with Big Baz. Fuck, slap my face again. Fat Baz. That's 3 times I've slapped my face today because I've been saying that fucking stupid name. But anyway, I'm glad my son has made up with him because I didn't like him going at a young boy like that.
Let me tell you something. Right. Obviously, I was away for a couple of days this week. Guess what Howlerhead and I went and done? They went out for Sammy cheeseburgers. Your Rangers ticket didn't cost
I
this
wrote a
much.
comment in it because it's true.
I don't know, but I got sent it
£97 for a...
privately.
No,
I got sent it privately.
Listen, 97 quid for a ticket for Ibrox is a bit dear. Right? That's what I'm saying.
Well, he sent me an invoice or a receipt in my Instagram. On my
I
mum's life.
believe you. He must have been in bar 72 and that. So he's
On my mum's life, Sammy Cheeseburgers sent me a fucking receipt.
I'm not saying, listen, mate.
But I was there at the time.
There is a hospitality bit in Ibrox, mate. It's called Bar 72. Before the game, you can go in and have a few beers. At half time, you can go in and have a beer.
But why does this guy care so much about you're going to Tenerife tomorrow?
Right, because he's probably thought fucking £97 a bit extravagant for a ticket for Ibrox. But
no,
maybe if Sammy
bro, I'm on about the whole head, man. Bro, you go to Tenerife tomorrow. I'm not checking up your flights and checking what time you're flying.
I'll give you my fucking flight number if you want. I couldn't give a fuck what you're going to do. You're going to fucking...
Tell me you're going to Tenerife tomorrow. I'll say, go on, Jimmy, have a good holiday with your family, bro. Take care.
I'll put my flight number what time I'm flying at. No, I don't give a fuck. What are you going to do? You're going to fucking phone and pop up?
No, I'm not about me. I'm just giving an example.
But just
bro, good holiday.
Don't the fire with people and you maybe fucking...
Yeah, but it's not just me, bro. I'm sat down in Cardiff, wired off my head, opening my Instagram. Sammy Cheeseburgers is fucking sending me screenshots of whole heads on his case because I've been away for a few days. And it's like... And then obviously I'm back now, so obviously he's back on my case. Do you know what I mean? Bro, the guy's a weirdo. He's been driving around Edinburgh, Jimmy. You know, taking pictures of building sites. Bro. The guys are fucking freak.
Up. I'm just looking at my neighbour now, struggling with a tree, trying to pull a tree out. I think I'm going to do it.
No, it's not right, bro. Oh my God.
I'm not saying it's right and I'm not saying it's wrong, but listen...
He's recorded me talking about Sunday dinners.
Right, so you're on an app that people are doing things for fun, mate, right? You're on an app that people do things thinking it's funny and...
But Jimmy, whoa, let me stop you right there. You're what? You're old enough to be my dad or just above, right? Bro, your fucking phone is full of LR talking normal conversations. Your phone is full of that.
I don't think it's the conversation they're recording you for. I think it's the reaction.
Oh, look at his camera. Go look at his video.
It's like that's the new. It's the way you're talking, mate. It's like you're high rate. You're overly high rate. You're high rated. So
I'm not, bro.
Well, you just would. You're fucking. Like, see
Yeah,
when you
because
do
he
that, mate.
does get on my nerves. Oh, like, he does
So
get on my
that's
nerves.
why they're clipping you. That's why they're not actually clipping you for your conversation.
Yeah, but
Because
it's so
I'll be
weird, man.
truthful.
It's so
See when you
fucking
sit
weird.
on the panel yourself and you
It's
talk
so
some
weird.
amount of shite, try and find different, better subjects, mate. Try and find. Stop telling us that same subject. Stop telling us about the time your door went in with these three guys and you had to put your door back on and you jumped out your window and you did.
You're
Mate,
turning on me, you mate. It's 1.5 years.
Mate, I've listened to that story as much times as I've watched Goodfellas when I was a wee guy, mate. Honest to God, man.
Oh,
For
no,
fuck's sake,
bro. The guy has
I
got
feel like I was
videos
in
up.
the house.
Jimmy, the guy has got videos up on his channel of me saying I hate seagulls. What I'm having for my Sunday dinner, blah blah blah. Go on to Owl Heads, yeah, and you will see. Big up Owl Heads.
Mate,
Bro.
I'm not being funny. I said this to you a couple of weeks ago and you didn't like when I says it. But see when Howler Head goes on a panel, mate, he's one of the funniest cunts on the panel. I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
what anybody. He's funny,
Oh
mate.
yeah,
He can
he
speak
was hilarious when he came on last week. Hilarious.
Oh, was on yours? I
Fucking
didn't.
hell, dude.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. But he's funny. He's a
Do you
funny
know what
guy.
he said to me? I asked him
And see,
one
because
question.
other people don't like him, doesn't mean I don't need to like him. So I'm not that person. You'll never ever sway me. See, like, because I talk to you, I'm no going to like Cowlerhead. Do you know what I mean?
I'm
See, like,
not
because
saying that.
it's the same as, like, I love that's the
But,
way you live in life as well, mate. If you've got a problem with somebody
Right,
else, that's your problem.
right.
That's not my
How the
problem.
head jumped on my panel the other day? I was about to end my life. Actually, I did. I clicked end. And then he came backstage. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. And I was backstage with him, talking to him. And he was on the wind up, blah, blah, blah. And I said to him at the end, I said, listen, you want receipts for everything I do. Tell me what's with the dolls and all that. He goes, you want me to make one of you? Oh my God. Bro, the guy.
That's John Beck with the dolls. John Beck does the dolls. No,
Yeah, it's all ahead as well.
I've not seen how I had the dolls.
Well, you obviously haven't seen enough then.
I've not, as I say, mate, I'm not that invested in this app, mate. See, when I came on this app, right, the first thing I do is go to subscriptions. I go to live. See who's live. If there's nobody live, I turn the app off and I go and do something. See if I'm going to do something like the new, I'm going to cut my grass, I'll stick my headphones in and I'll listen in. But other than that, I don't go through everybody's channels watching videos. Sometimes if they pop up on my, what do you call that, algorithm, I'll watch them and I'll comment. But other than that, that's it. It's an art for me. As soon as I start shut, as soon as I start
the only thing that keeps popping up on my fucking algorithm at the moment is that fucking Paddy Ward. You know, with that Bobby guy or whatever he's called.
As I says, I don't really pay much attention to things. I was getting, what do you call that? Somebody, Biffo or something. I don't know the guy's name, but he was tagging me that I'm this and I'm that. I just try, mate. No bother, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Daddy, aye, raging into.
Human.
Bacon Rogie, aye. 2 years out of date. 2 years out of date.